I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd be back for ages.
And that would have made it all right.
No, I didn't know what I was doing.
Too much to ask. For you to comport yourself with a modicum of dignity just for one day.
Look, I wanted to feel loved for a change.
Oh, stop it, will you? Sick of hearing you whining.
I've just buried my mother.
Yes. And years before her time. And we all know why that was.
What are you trying to say?
You have lurched from catastrophe to catastrophe, always blaming anyone and anything but yourself. You are the author of your own misfortunes, Tracy. You and you alone.
No, that's the...
Shut up! And try listening for once in your life. We advised, we warned, we begged you to mend your ways, but you refused, point blank.
Well, even if that's true, I've paid the price, haven't I?
But no, that's just the point. You haven't. But Deirdre did. Every day of your adult life, right to the bitter end.
Well, that's not true, because she wasn't even here.
And shall I tell you why? Because of what you did to Liz, your mother was too ashamed of you to come home.
No!
Yes, it's true. Your mother was worn out trying to defend you. She spent the last weeks of her life away from me, her home, her family, her friends, everyone who loves her, all because of you!
That's not true. I have never heard you say that before.
I didn't know. Bev told me. Because of what you did, your mother couldn't face coming home.
But why was she there in the first place, eh? I mean, it wasn't because of Bev's brother. Not really. It was because of Peter and what he did.
Peter was innocent.
Have you forgotten about the affair? What Peter did with Tina is no different than what I did with Tony, and nobody died because of us.
I wouldn't shine a light on that if I were you.
But whatever I've done, at least I'm here. I don't see Peter. After everything he put Mum through, he couldn't even be bothered to come to her funeral.
This isn't about Peter.
Oh, no, you started this. Well, if you want to empty the laundry basket, bring it on. Let's get it all out.
All I wanted today was the chance to grieve in peace. You're gonna rob me of that on top of everything else? Peter!
I'm so sorry, Dad.
Never mind that. Where have you been?
Look, don't start, OK? I've had a nightmare. First off, there was a power failure just outside Leamington Spa for 3 hours. And then the train in front broke down at Stokesholm. Another 2 hours just sitting there, so please.
Do you know what? Most folk could have the sense to come up the night before. Not that it was out important or anything.
You're here now. That's all that matters.
We'll have to nip and see Si later.
Oh, well, that's just great. Only been back a minute and you're running off.
Hey, he's my son.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you're his son. You're welcome to him after today.
What are you talking about?
I've buried my mother. My mother? And he has a go at me.
What I said was a long time coming.
Well, not as long time coming as he was. Oh, no, but everything's forgiven for the prodigal son.
Leave it, Tracy. This isn't the time.
Yeah, well, somebody should have told him that. He's been on at me all day. Well, I don't need it. Not today.
I came home from my wife's funeral to find you and your ex cavorting in my living room.
Cavorting?
We weren't cavorting.
Hang on, just wait. Who are we talking about here?
Robert Preston.
When did he get back in touch?
Today.
Oh, well, you can get off your high horse because I remember how you spent your wedding night.
Your mum was buried today. Has that just bounced off you? Has he not registered with you that this is bigger than you and your petty little jealousies?
You have no idea how I feel.
Oh, well, I'd never guess, that's for sure. You'd seem the same self-centered Tracy you always were.
Oh, well, you're still the perfect son. Where'd you get off, Peter, lecturing me?
You know what? I had hoped today of all days you might be able to break the habit of a lifetime and just think about somebody but yourself for once. But then again, you couldn't do it when Deirdre was alive.
Whoa, whoa,
so
whoa.
why,
I've
so
had
why
this
would
from
you
him
do
and I can
now?
take it from him, just. But not from you. Because you caused Deirdre as many sleepless nights as I
Listen
did.
to yourself. What are you talking about? It's not a competition.
No, you're right! It's not a competition!
Unbelievable.
Because she was my mother, my flesh and blood, and you two don't have an idea how I feel. Neither of you.
Ken never